How's everybody doing? Muy buenas tardes a todos. How's everybody doing? Say hello to everyone before I start. Share people so we can start. Let me get a little bit more viewers. This is the kilometer 80 going to Algodones. And people, I wanted to get in there where the real dirty things happened, and we got into a breach. And Spanish is a brecha, is a little road that takes you all the way to the desert, and that takes you all the way to the wall. You must excuse me. My phone is having problems, and it's heating up like it was doing over there in Tapachula, Chiapas. It's heating up. The most amazing thing that we encounter on this, I had to stop the feed. My phone is not working that much, so I had to come in the car and let it, cool off for a little bit. And it's not going to work, walking back and forth all the time when it's a long way to go on the desert to the wall, and I'm not going to be able to record. So, I think that we got really good footage of regarding the wall in the middle of the desert. Not only that, we have pictures of a specific house that is abandoned, that is used for the trafficking of migrants through the United States to that part. That part is alone. It doesn't have no vigilance whatsoever. There's nobody on that part. And we took photos of that specific house. That it's, for all the ranchers and the owners of big properties right there. That is the property that has been giving problems to them, because all of these people, they house those people over there until the Border Patrol is not even close, miles away from the desert. So these people, they jump them to this wall that is not even tall, people. It's not even tall. It's around 15 to 20 feet, the new wall that the United States has built. And we are going right now to the new wall to show you the border and to show you how tall is it side to side, and it's exactly the same size as the one at the desert. Let me just change the camera a little bit. How's everybody doing? Blue for Border Network News. Boy, it's hot over here, people. It is hot, and I'm putting my phone right here in the AC so it can cool off. It's hot over here. It's way hot. We were walking on the desert, and as we were bringing you the news and the reality of the wall, it is amazing. It is amazing how the United States is so persistent to put a wall in the middle of the desert. It's not that tall, people. It's 10 to 12, max 15 feet. It's not that tall. It's not as high as the one in Tijuana. It's not as high as the one that it was in the middle of the international road that it connects from Playas to Playas de Tijuana to downtown Tijuana. It is 10 to 12 feet. So we are going to drive to the wall that is practically the one that is you are right. Hold on a second. You guys are right. You guys are absolutely right. A lot of you people are saying this. It is a desert, man. It is amazing that nobody was there. It's a no man's land. And it is amazing how there's a lot of houses. There's a lot of houses that there are abandoned, but they're not abandoned, people. They say that they're abandoned. These property owners, they say that they're abandoned, but they're not. Look, I'm gonna change the camera right now so you guys can see the road of Mexicali. Right now, this is the road to Algodones, to the airport of Algodones. That is Algodones, close on the outsides of Mexicali. So we drove all the way on these ranches, look, These are the ranches. I just, you know, left that place. All these houses and all the way to the back, it's nothing. It's basically nothing. It's no man's land. So there's no vigilance from nobody. You know, the authorities, the Mexican authorities don't go. Those are like breaches right there. Those are little roads right there that they take you all the way to the back. And this is really important for you guys to know. Why? Because our borders have been breached, and we are so vulnerable to everything. You know, we are so vulnerable to everything. And look, you know, there's old ranches right here, and this, imagine how much activity was before the wall was being built in the middle of the desert. Imagine how much activity was before the wall was being built. So, you know, it is amazing how the United States has been so persistent on building a wall in the middle of the desert. And not only that, we have seen the wall in the middle of the mountains, and right now we're going to see the wall as we are going back to the capital of Mexicali. I want you guys to watch how your wall is not being built as it was, you know, as it is planned, because practically, you know, it's not finished yet. And the one that is you know, been done, it's not that high, it's not that tall at all. Really, it's not. As we are driving, you know, on this little road that it takes us to the capital of Mexicali, that is the city of the capital of the state of Baja, California. As we are driving back right now, yes, it was in the middle of the desert where I was, nowhere's land. No man's land. You know, it's really dangerous to be in those kind of particular spots, because, you know, you can interact with someone that is hiding over there just to take away everything, your belongings. But, you know, it was one of the things that it had to be done. A lot of patriots have shown you the other side from Calexico, and it is nice of them that they have communicated to you how the other side of Calexico is being done. But on this side of Mexico, you can see that, you know, to get to the United States, there's no security whatsoever. There was no security whatsoever. And so our border was so vulnerable before the wall. Imagine how was that before the wall, how much activity was over there on the wall. And not only that, how much activity still continues right there on those parts. And this is how far away we were at. We are approximately, we are 2 hours and 30 minutes away from our house, that is Tijuana, Baja, California. And, you know, I must apologize, my phone keeps failing due to temperature situations. My phone heats up real quick. In Tapachula, Chiapas, I had the same situation. When I got to Guatemala, it started heating up, and when I started, you know, coming back from Tapachula, it started heating up a lot. When, you know, it's difficult to be recording, but, you know, fortunately we are in the car right now, and we got the AC, so the phone is clear. So we are right now driving back, and as we are driving back, I want to show you, you know, the other side of the wall. That is, you know, outstanding. How, you know, it is a long way to go, but it is, you know, it is something that it is a factor that it needs to be a concern to the United States. That is not that high, really, people. You will be amazed right now how high is your new wall, and how it's still, you know, you have old parts of the wall. You know, these old fences that it used to be at the old wall. These old pieces of metal, the small ones, like the ones that I used to show you in Tijuana, they're exactly the same ones that they are still here. And as we are driving through the other side of the border, and this is Mexicali, people, for everybody to know. It doesn't have that many buildings at this particular part. It's all ranches right here. They live out of basically, you know, there's a lot of truck driving businesses. You got a lot of cow businesses. You have a lot of horse businesses. You know, they sell horses, they raise horses, they sell horses, they sell porks, they sell chickens, they sell all that stuff in those ranches and those properties. Also, there's businesses of water, you know, water supply businesses, and you know, all those businesses, they were right there at that breach. So you know, the thing is that what is quite amazing is that as you're driving, I'm gonna upload a video of that particular road. As you're driving, there's nobody right there. So what makes you think that there's no illegal activity going on even with the wall? What makes you think that this illegal activity has stopped? What makes you think that those roads have been not, you know, being taken care of? You know, it doesn't make you think anything. You know, it is what it is. Bang, wait. I'm gonna give this guy, you know, he doesn't have them. Chale, gánate. Ándale pues. Ya está, padre. Just give him a few. He doesn't have a hand, people, so let's be glad that you know, God gave us two hands. So you know, it's quite amazing that there's no security, and you know, and it continues like that after building the wall, and it's going to continue. So you can imagine how, you know, the desert of Nogales is, the desert of Arizona is, you know, or you got a lot of breaches and a lot of roads that they will take you so you can, you know, cross easily to the United States without, you know, no permission whatsoever. And in this place, you had a wall, but you know, I wanted to show you guys that there is a wall in the middle of the desert in Mexicali. It is not that tall, but there is a wall, and you know, it is you know, it is really important. Now, this is the wall right there on the left, on the right side of me. You can see it, how it connects to the port of entry. That brown thing that you see all the way to the back, it is the wall. So imagine before the wall, all that property was open. All that property was open, and right now this is the semi-truck custom entrance. This is the semi-truck custom entrance. So imagine that open road, and then you got the customs of Mexicali right here, the semi-truck custom entrance. That is this one. That it was no wall whatsoever. So it is quite amazing that there was no vigilance whatsoever, you know, close to the customs for the semi-truck's entrance. Move it, man. What's going on with you? There's no parking spot right here, man. So this is, you know, it is quite amazing how it was open. As you can see right there, that's the semi-truck entrance for you guys to see. It is quite different than the one in Tijuana. The one in Tijuana is much larger and is much bigger. And that is the exit right there. And this is, you got two entrances to the United States. This is the first one right here, Garita 2, and that is you know, border entrance number 2 right here on the top. You can see right there, right, Garita 2, and it says automobiles and trucks right here, and that is the entrance for the Century Line. What is the Century Line? Most people know that is a fast lane to cross with vehicles, and you need a specific permit. So this is the entrance for your border. So imagine how open it was, and there was no wall before. And as we are driving right now to take you, I'm taking you guys to show you now how high is the wall, the new wall. That is the thing that you will be really amazed how high it is, and how, you know, there's more than a mile that it hasn't been done. And the thing that it concerns me is that, you know, that part that it hasn't been done, you know, it is really close to Calexico, to the border, to the United States. Now you can see all the way to the back right there. You can see that is the wall right there. It connects. So we're about to hit the road right here with the original wall right here, and I will try to stop right here to see if I can you know, do some coverage right here at this particular spot. And there's a parking spot right here. That is your new wall. That is your new wall. Your new wall, that is your new wall. As you can see, is not even 10 feet. And it has concertina wire, and it's not even 10 feet. There's going to be a spot that I will eventually, you know, I'm going to stop, but it's not that high, people. It's not that high. And this wall, it doesn't continue, it stops. You know, it stops in a place, and you know, it stops and it continues with the old wall, and then there's a new wall, and then there's another new wall that is much higher than this one. There's going to be a place that I can stop so you can check how high it is and how tall it is. This is you know, it is something. It is something to start. This right here is around 15 feet. I can say 15 right now. So this is the road to the border, to the number 1 border. We just passed the number 2 border, and this is the number 1. This is the road to the number 1 border. As we are continuing to bring you the coverage of the process of your border in Mexicali. Hi, I'm Oscar Blue from Border Network News. We are live in Mexicali. We are driving right now. We were just at a desert. We're in the middle of no man's land, where your wall is being built, but it's not that high and it's not that tall. You know, and basically, what is more amazing is that, you know, the persistency of the United States to build a wall in the middle of the desert, where there was, you know, obviously there was activity of illegal immigrants, or irregular migrants. I'm sorry, irregular migrants. Sorry, Facebook, it's irregular migrants. I will correct myself. Irregular migrants again. That it was there was a lot of irregular migrants activity right there. So, you know, it is amazing to how these people used to get all the way to the back. You know, they had little roads, that thing that you guys already know, but you know, how to get all the way to the back, it was quite difficult. So this is your wall. A lot of patriots from San Diego, they have shown you this, but I'm showing you on the side of Mexico. I'm showing you how it looks. You know, that looks about 25 feet. No, it's not. It looks big on the phone, but I wish that it was 25 feet. No, it's not. I will tell you, like, it is like 15 feet. You know, it probably is the phone that is horizontal. But, you know, I will stand on the side of the wall in comparison to the other wall that is going to continue right now as we are driving back to the capital of Mexicali. We're already in Mexicali, and as we are driving back, and I want to show you, you know, specific parts of your wall. This is how it continues from the desert. From the desert, it continues all the way here. So it's been, you know, hard work of the American workers that they've been working so hard. Look at this. Look how different it is from here. This is your old wall right here. So basically what I'm telling you is that right here, look at that. So I want to record right here so I can show you guys the, you know, the difference between your old wall and your new wall. This is the old wall right here. We're live in Mexicali as we are showing you the reality and the truth about the new wall and old wall right here at Mexicali. So I'm going to get down. Let me get my equipment ready. People, if my phone starts failing, it's because of the high temperatures, and it's because of the phone that is not working. So I'll try to do my best with what I got. Can you hold on a second? Meanwhile, I get ready with my equipment. show right now as we are walking right now. This is the old wall. Right here, I can tell you that this old wall right here, it is around 8 to 9 feet. Probably 12 feet if that's too much. That's high enough. And this one is really important. Why? Because it's really close to the border. It's really close to the borderline. So this is what it's, you know, I don't know strategically how the construction companies for the wall they are working, because this is supposed to be, you know, the #1 priority to build the wall right here. And this is the comparison that I wanted to show you guys. This right here. This is your old wall in comparison to the new wall. So apparently, you know, the old one, let's say that it's around 8 to 9 feet. At what is you know, all the way to the bottom, I will say that between 12 to 15 feet, if I'm exaggerating, people. So let me just go right here. And this is really one of the most important highways of the city of Mexicali. So I'm right here at the old wall right here. As you can see, this old wall right here, I'm standing. I'm gonna change the camera. I'm standing right here at the old wall, and as you can see all the way to the top, it's not that high enough. I'm 5'8", exaggerating. So so if you double my size, it will be around 10 foot. Now, around 10 to 12 foot between that. Now, if you compare that, this wall, it ends right there, and you compare it to the other one, how much is it? It's around 12 to 13 feet. So it's not that high, people. It's not that high, and this wall right here needs to be changed. This wall right here needs to be built now, immediately. Why? Because it's on the most important avenue. That is the one that takes you to the border. So it's really important for us to have, you know, there's construction workers over there from the United States that they're working. As you can hear machinery, that is a great thing that I'm hearing that. Let me go and try to get in there. As you see right there, there's a caterpillar right there, and as they're working, probably they're going to take down this part of the wall. So that, you know, that basically gives me, you know, an understanding that they're working on taking down this old wall and putting the new one. So let me just get on the other side again and show you guys how, you know, they're building, well, they're taking down this old wall. As you can see on the other side, there's caterpillars right there. There's bobcats. And there's another one right there. So that makes you think that they're practically working and digging right now to put the other one. But as you guys can see, and I will drive right now, and I will show you how long it is, the drive of this old wall. How long? It's more than a mile. It's more than a mile of the distance with this old wall right here, and it's put on the most important avenues. That is right here that connects to the border. There's a long road, and as we're going to do some broadcasts right now on how far along this old wall goes. So you guys can feel amazed that the number one border, the number one entrance for the border is really vulnerable for the United States. Now, we have seen in my broadcast how people have jumped with a made-out ladder through a 25-foot wall. So what makes you think that this is not that much difficult? How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. As we are right now, giving you guys a tour of your wall right here in Mexicali. It is really hot, people. The weather over here in Mexicali is really dry. So practically, one of the things that Mexicali tells you, you need to stay hydrated a lot. So let me show you guys right now how we're gonna keep driving. This is really good. Got that right here. How we're gonna keep driving and showing you guys how your wall is still vulnerable to Mexico. Let me put the seatbelt on, people. Hold on a second. Right here. So let's just go. So as we were right now, as we were just mentioning, the old wall is this.